Alrighty folks, I want to welcome you back to another video from Yates Computers Tips and Reviews. So we're getting down to the end of the rabbit hole year, and there's really kind of a subject that I wanted to cover that really has not anything to do with computer hardware, software type of thing, but it does. Nowadays, you will see so many ads for computer tools and computer stuff and blah, 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 blah. So I wanted to do a little summary on what's out there, what's not out. It depends on what you really need and what your needs are. And I kind of thought it was interesting because I was online, found a little toolkit, and I went, this is great. I'm going to pick that up. It was really cheap. Of course, it's foreign made. It's okay because it's not a power tool set. It's a hand tool set. If you see me breaking down the hard drive, taking it out, this is the set I actually used. It's got lots of bits in it. Lots of things in it. This one actually has a couple pieces to pry open laptops and like drives and other things that are pressure packed in there. I set this down somewhere. I could not find it. It drove me crazy. I could not find it. How I could not find something this size, I don't know. I just could not find it. Was out in a hardware, out doing some running around. Come across this one. Looks pretty close to the same. I picked it up. It was under $10 or so. Has all the same kind of bits, that type of stuff. But what I noticed was one of the major differences is this one had those little tools to pop open stuff. And that seemed like it was a bonus thing from this manufacturer or seller to try to get their tool sold. And of course, it doesn't have any sticker on the front or nothing like that. It's probably from basically close to the same factories. Then, not too long ago, I was on a different site and I found this one that's advertised as 150 tool bits. And it's got the little things to open. It's got the magnetic thing you put in to magnetize. It's got a bunch of bits on this side. The other side has some little prying tools, an extension, tweezers, a couple bits that were loose from the other side. All fairly close to the same price, depending on where I bought them, different places. So it was really kind of an interesting subject that I wanted to cover on little tiny bits and tools. Depending on what you really need, this one seemed to work fairly well for me. The sticker says it's a 57-piece tool. Seems to be okay. This one I believe was 115. Somewhere in that range. But knowing what you need, you don't have to spend a lot of money. I know there's a company out there that advertises with a lot of influencers and stuff. Their prices are very, very high for the same kind of stuff. I've emailed them, I've mentioned it in other videos, I've reached out to them to try to do a review on their product to try to figure out why is their product so much and is it really any better than these kind of products? I can't get a response from them. So I thought it's my due diligence to put this video out there to let you know there's other choices out there than what YouTubers and other people are pushing or advertising. They're paying for that advertisement on that YouTuber site. Of course they're going to say it's a good product. Of course they're going to say it's great. And some of the YouTubers actually use the product, but if you watch some of their videos when they first started using it, they were given to the YouTuber to use, to have. They didn't personally go out and buy it and choose that product. So this is the value and the information I wanted to put out. It's going to be a fairly short video. Again, make sure you head on over, hit subscribe, hit the bell. But this is what I wanted to press out there, is to be aware of what's out there, to know what you want. Look around, shop around, go online. Because, of course, if you buy that other company, you're buying it online. And you're going to be paying 4 or 5 times the price. Knowing how the bits are in there. That's kind of one of the major differences between the two tools. Is this one is fairly easy to see what bits go where. Because the bits are standing upright. These are facing all this way, and the bits can kind of be in the way of knowing the sizes. You could get away with a lot of different kind of tools. If you don't need the super small bits, there's a lot of other brands out there that sell similar things. But really what caught me off guard that I did not look at until I got home and I actually did find this, I was thinking this and this were exactly the same. Except for these have those little things in there to pop open. Knowing that little factor was kind of interesting because really the case layout, everything looks pretty close to the same. One of the key differences was the screwdriver part. But in this one here, it looks fairly the same as the driver in this one. So, I don't know if these are the same manufacturers, come out of the same plant, who knows. But it was kind of an interesting little thing to realize once I had these three in front of me, what were similar, what was different. It's funny how the two in the similar cases are so similar, but then certain parts from that are really similar to what's in this one. So it's different, but it's kind of interesting. Now, the bits might be the exact same bits, just other pieces from other manufacturer, or these bits were bought from one manufacturer, just put into 2 different selling packages from 2 different companies. Knowing that information, understanding that kind of information, is kind of an interesting thing when you're a buyer. Because maybe you like how these bits are lined up. Maybe you like the structure. Maybe you don't like that tool. Maybe it's too small for you. That's kind of my problem. With my hands getting bad, getting older, the larger tool is better. If you shop around, you might be able to find a different tool with the same bits. You might be able to find different combinations. Because knowing there's 2 products out there that are different means there might be more. There might be several products out there with different combinations of different things. And that's why I wanted to do this video. Because it's not something I hear someone talking about. Of if you like a very specific thing, shop around. If you're in the tech field and you do it a lot, you know I need a socket wrench. I need a crescent wrench. There are variables. How long of a crescent wrench? How long of a socket wrench? Do you need a little one? Do you need a long one? Do you need a super long one? There's different variables there that you learn to look for. So that's why I wanted to do this video, so people are aware there are variables here. If you shop around and you look and you go onto some of these sites, and someone's got one for $8 and someone's got one for $9 and someone's got one for $12, they could actually be the exact same thing, or there might be a variable in there. You might want to really look closely at it. Like I said, with these, that might be a variable between the $4 unit and the $5 unit. maybe there's a $4 unit that don't have them, but you can order a pack of these for 50 cents that have 7 or 8 different sizes in them. This is the factor I wanted to bring out, because you don't have to buy it as a whole kit unless it has spacing for it. So that's kind of the other thing, that this was added, but it doesn't have a space to put it back in. You literally just throw it on top. So I could actually buy this kit, buy those tools, and throw them in there. It's the same effect. Same thing. So I wanted to sum this up in a way that people understand this factor, because when you get into tools, and that covers every tool, networking tool, crimping tool, coax tools, magnetic tools, all those different kind of tools, there's different variables on them. And I never really looked that closely at this until, like I said, I put this down and I couldn't find it. And the funny thing is, it was right in front of my face the entire time. I went and picked this one up to do something, thinking I had this one. And I went, oh, hey, guess what? I found it. So, knowing those little variables might make your life better. One of the other key factors is, on here, is these little things that hold the tool are black. These ones are blue. When I bought this came in black, blue, yellow, orange, and I think green from certain people. This, I think, was all black on all of them. What might be a benefit to you, I like the blue. I seem to be able to read what's on the blue better than what's on the black. White on black is supposed to be the better color for you to see, but this seems to be the best color for me. I prefer the blue over the black. So these are some of those little tiny variables out there. I mean, I don't know why there's such a difference to me. It's probably just my eyes, eye coloring, what sharpness, but that blue seems to stand out. Blue and white seems to stand out really nice to me. The black, I can see there's something on the black and I can see the symbol, but actually seeing if it's a T1 or T2 or T3, seem to have a harder problem with. Could be the screen printing. It could be a lot of different things that were done. But I seem to like the blue better. So let me wrap this one up. Thank everybody for watching. And I just wanted to point out some of these little things that are out there, so people are aware. You don't have to buy the first thing you see. Maybe you bought a set of something and there's something in there you don't like. You can replace it, or you can go shop around for a new set that might have what you want, that suits your needs. So let me wrap this one up. Since you've actually seen the products, you've seen what's out there, and you will probably see this again when I do some more breakdowns. I'll be using these tools. That's what these were purchased for, was to open hard drives and open other things, because I need those tools. So you'll see these tools in my videos. I'll be using them. So thank you all so much for watching.